Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? It is finally sunny here. I was so excited when I saw the sun come out. I was like, I gotta get out. I can't sleep in. I gotta get out and be in the sun and be in the warmth, even though it's not very warm here today. I think it's about 33 degrees. I know that's cold is kind of relative, and depending on where you're at, that might be warm. It was frost on the grass this morning. That's cold. So it's the weekend, and today is day 20. Oh, I'm sorry about the mix-up yesterday. I had my mind set that it was day 20, and we were 8 days left, but today, or 8 days left. So it's day 20, 8 days left in this challenge. How are you going to continue putting yourself first? How are you going to continue making yourself priority number one? Focus on you. How are you going to do this going forward? Because after this challenge, like I said yesterday, this challenge is over. It's done. It's over. This particular challenge is over. So everything that you've learned or experienced, are you going to take that going forward? Are you going to take those tools going forward and make your world a better place for you? Take all that you've learned, all the growth you made in just these last few days, and because it's only 28 days. It's not very long to make long-term sustainable goals in your life. It's not a long time. It's not. It doesn't take 2 weeks. It doesn't take 2 months. It doesn't take 6 months. It doesn't take 6 weeks. It can take anywhere from 66 days to 254 days to change one habit or one behavior. And for some people, it can take up to a year to just change one habit or one behavior. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. But really, it's not a lot of time compared to how many years you've been holding on to these things, how many years you have been stressing out about, oh, I'm not beautiful, I'm not smart enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not skinny enough, I don't wear this size, I don't look like this, I don't act like this, I don't have this job, I don't have that job. I mean, going around and around and around. Getting up and looking at yourself in the mirror every morning and putting yourself down first thing, and you wonder why your day goes crappy. So, putting your needs first and putting yourself first, loving yourself unconditionally, just as you show up, just as you are, should be your main goal in life, in your life. Making yourself happy, putting yourself first. So, like I've mentioned before, this challenge is going to be over in 8 days. 8 days from today. And a lot of you need additional support. A lot of you can't do this stuff on your own. You can't. It's impossible. You can't heal all the interior and then think that it's going to be just go away, or you can't work on the exterior first and then think it's all going to go away. You have to do both of them together. You have to take care of what's going on in here first. All that emotional trauma, all that emotional baggage, all that stuff that we've been holding on to, all those stories, all those habits, all those beliefs, you've got to work on those in order to change your lifestyle and have that long-term sustainable lifestyle going forward. You have to work on those things. So, like I've said before, I said that, I do coaching, and this is what I do. I help women love themselves wholeheartedly, 100% unconditionally, everything about themselves. I help them move forward. I help them get to that next place in their life so that they're happy and they're content and they love themselves. and they put themselves first. And so what I've decided to do, which this is something that I've never done before, is I am opening up a self-love revolution, aka Lovevolution group, going forward for 3 to 6 months, depending on what you think your needs are, what you think how much do you think you need. Opening up a small group. It's going to be smaller than this, much smaller than this, so more of an intimate group. You all have been working together. You all have been seeing all of your stuff. We all have similarities. We all have things that we all resonate with each other. So smaller groups. And what we're going to go in is really deep dive into this stuff. Deep dive in all those things. All that, the words we say to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, the baggage, the things that are in our environment, the toxicity, that love-worthy mindset, all those things. The good, dark, the ugly, the inner child, those habits, those stories, those beliefs. Going in a much deeper dive than just this challenge. So if you want to go deeper and you want to heal all that, I encourage you to reach out to me today. I'm opening up on Monday, so it's going to be limited time, limited space, opening up on Monday, and I'm closing it on the 28th. So if you are really interested, if you are really wanting to have that additional support going forward after this challenge, I encourage you to reach out to me today, and let's get started. Let's get that set up. Let's get going. Let's work on this, deep dive into this. I'll put all the details in a separate post. I'll do a separate post and I'll do all the details so that you know exactly like key points of what we'll be working on. And then reach out to me today so we can get started. Because I would love to get started with you today. And then going forward. So again, I'm opening up that class on Monday, and I'm closing it on the 28th. So it's going to be limited time open, limited space. It's going to be a very small group, but really intense. And if you're ready to make that commitment to yourself, if you're ready to step up to the plate and make that shift in your mind, shift those mindsets, make that commitment, then reach out to me today. Otherwise, what's going to happen? You're going to go back to the same thing. You're going to go back to the same thing after this. And go over and over and over in that hamster wheel like I've talked about over and over again. You don't want to stay in that place. You're not happy in that place. Are you happy in that place? No, you're not. You're not. So let's start healing that today. Let's work on that today. I'm here for you. So, yesterday the challenge was all about how can we give ourselves a break mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of that. How can we give ourselves a break? Well, we can give ourselves a break by putting ourselves first, by putting our needs, our wants, our desires first. No more on the back burner. No more putting yourself, in the background. You are first and foremost. You have to put yourself there, speak your truth, stand in your power, be that person that you want to be with that confidence, and stand firm in that space. That in turn actually takes care of everyone else around you. There's a fine line between caregiver and doormat. Fine line. It's like if you are constantly giving yourself over and over and over to other people. Oops, I think I stopped for a second. Oops, I think my Wi-Fi kind of went out. If you are constantly going over and over and over, and you're being that doormat, and you're constantly helping people over and over again, and they're walking all over you, do you really want to stay in that space? Do you really want to be in that place? Do you want to put your needs and your wants and your desires first and foremost? Yes. Do you want to get rid of that fear of rejection? Do you want to get rid of all that fear of not being heard or not being seen? And having that confidence to stand up for yourself and stand in that power? Yes. That's how you give yourself a break, is you stand in that power. So, today's challenge is, what is something that you feel you deserve? Something that you're working on that you feel that you deserve. One thing. Or it can be several things, whatever it is. But one thing. What is something that you can do? Something that you're doing right now that you believe that you deserve. That's it for today's challenge. So, something that I think that I believe I deserve. All the happiness in the world. Yeah, I deserve that. I've gone through a lot of hell in my life. I've gone through a lot of stuff in my life. And I spent a huge chunk of my life not being happy. I spent a huge chunk of my life being angry and upset and frustrated and tired and hating myself, hating on myself, bullying myself. I spent so many years doing that. Not anymore. I deserve to have everything that I desire. All the time, every time. Anywhere, everywhere. So that's what I deserve. Something I deserve, yes. So what is something you deserve? So, have a good Saturday. Take care of yourselves. Love on yourselves. Love yourself first. Make it a beautiful day. And just know that I see you, I hear you, and I am always here for you. So, I'm trying to get my glove off. It's stuck on my hand so I can stop this video. You have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Love you all.